Hello, everyone, and welcome to Arkansas Style. Thank you all for joining us. I am your host, Nicole Neiman. Today's show is packed with goodies you won't want to miss, so here's a quick peek at what you can expect. Margarita lovers, listen up. The Arkansas Times is bringing the party to the River Market this Thursday night with their Fall Margarita Fest. From fresh flavors to fan voting, it's the biggest margarita party of the year, and we're giving you a taste of what's to come. And hydrangeas take center stage today as Chris Norwood with Norwood Day Floral shares a stunning arrangement inspired by this weekend's Gala for Life supporting UAMS. And that dizzy spinning sensation you sometimes feel, that's vertigo, and it can point to a number of underlying issues. Dr. Jean Way is joining us today to break down all of the issues. Plus, as part of our week-long coverage of the upcoming Food Truck Fest here in downtown, we'll get a sneak peek of what Rocktown Distillery is bringing to the table, and Charlie Simpson will also join us later with a few tips on how to fight better, not more. Again, like I said, we've got a packed show ahead, so let's get this party started. Arkansas Style starts right now. All right, readers, the September issue of At Home in Arkansas is here, and this month it's all about kitchens and baths, the hardest working spaces in our homes. Joining us are Stephanie Maxwell-Newton, editor-in-chief of At Home in Arkansas, along with Krista Lewis, owner and lead designer at K. Lewis Interior Design, whose work you can see in this month's issue. All right, ladies, favorite day of the week when At Home in Arkansas comes on, and we get to talk interiors. Stephanie, great to see you, honey.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Krista, great to meet you. Our
Nice to
confession.
meet you.
All right, I hate to play favorites, but boy, when I cracked open this magazine, girl, I love your style.
Thank
okay?
you. Thank you so much.
So tell folks at home, first of all, you know, the setting. It's your own personal home and some of your personal preferences.
Yes, it is my bathroom. We had a water leak, so we were able to do some renovations, and I got to experiment a little bit in my own home, which is fun.
That's a good excuse, right?
Yeah.
Honey, sorry. I mean, there was a leak.
Right.
What can I say? I got to go to work on our own home. Okay, and your real signature flair incorporates a color that is just so warming and soothing. Let's talk about that a little bit.
I love blue, and it's used throughout my home in different ways and different combinations. And so I took the opportunity to do the same thing in my bathroom so that the whole house is cohesive. And you see the results. Yeah.
It looks so, like you say, soothing. It looks, look at folks at home, stop what you're doing. Look at this picture. I want this vanity. And that is so different and unique. Tell the folks at home a little bit about some of the secrets behind that vanity in particular.
Well, I took a chest of drawers and then converted it into a vanity. So we made the drawers functional around the plumbing fixtures, and just kind of a unique way to create a vanity.
And how about the sink? Oh, look at it.
That's a porcelain bowl that we
What?
had custom fabricated to be the sink.
Oh my gosh, again, I mean, soothing for sure, but boy, this looks so elegant and rich. And you know, the other thing, it makes it look really clean, you know, which is, I think, what you really want in the area you're gonna get clean in.
True. I think a lot of people feel like you have to go all white for something to feel clean, like we do. We've seen a lot of all white kitchens and baths for a few years. I just love how this is neutral and soothing and calm, like you said, but she did not skimp on pattern. There's wallpaper, there's a little pattern on the lampshades, there's the ceramics. I mean, there's so many layers, so it feels really elevated and beautiful as well as calming.
Stephanie, these are fun projects for you to feature in the magazine too, when it's a designer's personal space and they get to experiment and play. What do you love so much about that?
Oh, I just love how different it is. You know, like talking about the custom vanities, the bowls. I mean, that's just not something you see everywhere. I think you either, if you're not working with a designer, you really have to have the confidence to maybe select those pieces, hope it's going to work, trust your subs that, you know, this one-of-a-kind piece is going to turn in to the vanity, get the hole right, and the plumbing. So not all of us either have that confidence or that experience to make that happen. So it's so nice to get to see that in someone like Krista's home.
Yeah. Krista, do you mind if I peek a little bit into an interior designer's brain? You know, like how do you start this process? Do you pick a color? Do you pick a trim? Do you pick...
Well, this particular project started with the layout. We rearranged the layout of the bathroom. I wanted to have a private water closet and a linen closet and a separate tub that wasn't a big corner tub that was taking up a lot of space. So it started with the floor plan for this particular project, and we moved the plumbing and everything around. So.
Yeah, speak to that a little bit, because again, this is where I feel like your skill set is unique to, you know, using an interior designer or decorator, is that you can see our space in ways that we can't otherwise see it. And a layout can really make or break it, yeah?
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely needed a new layout to function better.
Yeah, and look at the centerpiece of the space is that beautiful soaking tub. Love the gold hardware, of course. Talk to me a little bit about some of the wall art too.
That's really fun. Those were tea sets from like the mid 1800s that we had framed and hung almost like an intaglio piece on the wall. So.
And I love, it's like a bamboo frame that you put around there. I mean, absolutely glorious space. You know, again, warm and inviting, but fancy for sure. And, you know, approachable. I think that a lot of times people are concerned that things can be too fussy when you incorporate a professional, but not at all. Move right in.
Yeah.
Stephanie, other things that are featured in this issue?
Okay, well, since it's kitchen and baths, we do have, I think, 6 different homes in the issue. Some are kitchens and baths. I mentioned a lot of white in recent years, so it's really fun to see some color. We've got a green kitchen and bath. We've got a lot of warm woods. And the projects are all over the state. I think we have one in Stuttgart, a project out in Perrin, Northwest Arkansas, Little Rock. So, I mean, you'll get a lot of inspiration if you're looking at projects in one of those rooms.
Yeah, speaking of inspiration, I mean, you know I love to be a nosy neighbor. If I love a house, I'm not too shy to go knock on the door, but all I have to do is pick up At Home in Arkansas and check it out.
Exactly.
Well, Krista, great to meet you. Stephanie, as always, a pleasure.
Thanks for having us.
Enjoyed. Check out the September issue of At Home in Arkansas for more inspiration, design tips, and creative ideas for kitchens and baths. Visit athomearkansas.com to learn more and get your copy today. Now, the Fall Margarita Fest is back this Thursday night, and when we return, we've got the scoop straight from the source, plus a live demo of one of the cocktails you can try. Stay with us. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. It's time to talk margaritas. The Arkansas Times is getting ready for their Fall Margarita Fest this Thursday night in the River Market. And it's your chance to sample creative cocktails, vote for your favorite, and enjoy a night that benefits the Investigative Reporter Fund. Joining us now is Arkansas Times Events Director Donovan Suit, along with Cody Grace, bartender at Brewed and Barley, who are celebrating 5 years in Argenta. Gentlemen, great to have you.
Really great to be here.
Boyfriend, I've missed you.
I've missed you too. That's all I do is go around town talking good about you. So I was like, I get to go see Nicole today. Woo! Yeah, we're gonna have so much fun tomorrow night. You guys should check it out. I'm really also just really excited to have Brewed and Barley here because you know Brewed's one of my favorite restaurants, but I'm not supposed to play favorites. But we're gonna have a good lineup. We've got Fassler Hall, Chow Bachi, Rail Yard, Sterling Market, Las Palmas. Brewed and Barley, of course, Tacos Godoy, Bark Bar is even going to be there. So, you know, you can't go wrong. It's going to be in the River Market Pavilion, which is right there by the indoor food court, between the indoor food court and the main stage. There's plenty of parking. It's from 6 to 9, and tickets are still available if you act now.
Okay, and what can we expect when we tour the River Market Pavilion?
Oh, well,
for folks who have not come to check it out, I will be there, so we're going to take attendance. We want everybody to come.
You get to meet Nicole, which is very cool, so you always want to do that. But yeah, it's some of the best bartenders in town bringing their A game, and it is a competition, so you get to come try all the margaritas, vote for your favorite. Then we have an award ceremony and we give away trophies to the winners for second and third, which people really love displaying their trophies. So you definitely want to come see who picks that up, you know.
Yeah.
And we're going to have Club 27 if you need to learn to dance. Club 27 is operating the music, and they'll put some steps in your shoes.
Okay, well, you did not mishear Donovan. He says you get to try all the margaritas. Believe me, you go from vendor to vendor to vendor, and each margarita is more delightful than the next.
Oh, yeah.
Cody, what are you guys going to be doing with Brewed and Barley?
We're going to be doing a little bit of a twist on a classic, the Tommy's Margarita. So the only thing that's different from a regular margarita and a Tommy's Margarita is that they're replacing the triple sec with agave to kind of highlight the agave flavor of the tequila already. And then we're going to do a little classic twist on it with some cucumber juice instead of diluting it with water. So it's going to be a little fresh, effervescent, a little herbaceous. So I think it's going to be fantastic.
All right, it's like a
Ooh,
spa
let's have
drink with a
one.
little cucumber. We're going to get it
Yeah.
shaken up. Cody, I got to say, I'm right there with Donovan. Brewed and Barley is a real treasure in our town. As a matter of fact, I just had friends come visit me from Chicago. They hit up Brewed and Barley. They're still talking about it. I mean, truly. The food is next level. The ambiance is incredible. And of course, you know, your bar staff. You've got such a great bar.
Absolutely.
Plenty of seating, you know, super friendly service. Got a beautiful outdoor space. I mean, I could just gush and gush and gush.
People don't know about the outdoor space in the back too. Yeah,
What?
I know.
Yes.
I know. I always think back there because I'm like, I
Yes,
didn't-
we have
some-
a very large back patio
Some
as
people
well
don't
as a front patio, and it seats a whole lot of people. So
and it's really been 5 years. Wow.
yeah.
That's a trip.
Yeah.
Well, we really, we love Argenta. We kind of go back and forth with Arkansas Times between Argenta and the River Market because we're trying to encourage people. It's the metro area. We're one big family. We might have different Little Rock and North Little Rock governments, but there's no reason that we can't creatively just be one town downtown, man.
Yeah, and there's a lot of community down there in Argenta.
Okay, what's happening with the green
Oh.
juice?
All right, this is just cucumber water. I blended it up this morning.
Dr. Way, you approve of this drink. Fresh
We got a thumbs
cucumber
up.
juice.
We got a thumbs up.
There's some antioxidants in here, I'm sure.
Oh my gosh.
I feel better already.
Don't you?
We're gonna heal this place.
Donovan, you
Yeah.
talk about this being a competition. This is really the fun spirit of the Margarita
Oh, it
Fest. It's a
is.
little
It
different.
really is. Because people really get creative. You never quite know what you're going to get. I love the cucumber idea because I'm kind of I love cucumber. Anything is oh boy, looking good to me.
Well, who was the winner last year? Who was Brewed and Barley trying to unseat?
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Last year, Rail Yard was a winner. We do 2 of these a year. We do a spring and a fall. So you don't want to miss either one because sometimes the competition gets a little bit fierce. We're going to have placers come back like Sterling had won. Rail Yard has placed in one before. Goodness.
And you want to give a shout out to your tequila sponsor?
Yeah, absolutely. Milagro Tequila makes this possible for us every year, and we certainly appreciate you guys. You don't want to miss out on your Milagro. We're going to have plenty of it for you to try. Oh my goodness, are we ready?
Oh,
We are
I can
ready.
smell that cucumber
Wow.
already.
Cheers.
Gentlemen, cheers.
Here's to some
Cheers.
cucumber
Donovan, great to
action.
Margarita
have you
Fest.
back.
So don't forget to get your tickets at centralarkansastickets.com, and you can check out everything that the Arkansas Times does at arctimes.com/events.
Woo! Okay. I forgot how much I love a good
Oh.
margarita and putting
Boy,
some
that's
cucumber
good.
in there. Wow, that is fresh. I love it. One more sip for good measure.
I'll say.
All right, gentlemen. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, Nicole.
Again, the Fall Margarita Fest is this Thursday night in the River Market. Don't miss your chance to sample, sip, and vote for your favorite. Tickets are available now at arctimes.com/events. Now, don't go anywhere. Chris Norwood is joining us next with an arrangement filled with gorgeous shades of hydrangeas. We'll be right back. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Chris Norwood with Norwood Day Floral is back with us today, and he's bringing a beautiful arrangement that shows off the rich shades of hydrangeas. This piece is a prototype for the upcoming Gala for Life, which benefits UAMS. Chris, great to see you.
We're super excited to be a part of this. I've been a part of it for several years, but the last 2 years it's been Norwood Day doing it. So anyway, the theme this year is Angels Among Us. And so we're doing everything illusional. We're doing clouds, and we're doing baby's breath clouds in the ceiling. And so we're going to kind of mimic the same thing of doing hydrangea in different shades of blue and white on the tables.
Oh my
and so you're going to get to help me make the prototype.
You just touched my heart. What a beautiful
Yeah.
theme, and what a great
Yeah.
way to represent that,
Or even
Christopher. You
Maxim
just
making big wings for people to have their pictures made with behind them and all kinds of fun stuff.
Oh,
So,
gosh.
so a cloud's never perfect, right?
Okay.
It's always has funky shapes to it. So you should have a lot of fun with this today. So I've actually pre-cut our chicken wire, or we call it floral netting anyway. That sounds more expensive, doesn't it? So anyway, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do the same thing here. So the reason why I had a little thing to it, because we're gonna insert that first hydrangea like up to here, and we're gonna build our way out of it and make it all the way around. But we don't want it to be perfect.
Okay, you just blew my mind already. Folks at home, check out this little hack. This is how Chris is going to make
Yeah.
it unique and different and misshape it, I guess
Yeah,
is the way to
misshape it.
say it. He's got the floral netting in here, just
Yeah.
kind of askew. All right, and the first trick is
Well, we're from
to...
Arkansas, we call it chicken wire. But anyway, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, you can do that. And then we'll just work our way around it. There's no right or wrong to it.
Okay.
And as we finish up, then we'll go back and readjust it.
This is so exciting. So the second year you guys are doing this gala, huh?
Right.
All right.
We've been very honored to be a part of it. And, you know, one thing I'm always about is, you know, trying to raise as much funds as we can for anything that we're doing.
Of
So
course.
we're gonna do that. And what we want to do with it, once we finish, we're gonna have like one go up here, then one go out here, so it looks just like a cloud.
Oh gosh, what a cool idea.
No two clouds are the same, right? Mm-hmm. And we're gonna have different shades of blue. We're actually gonna, when we actually do these, we're actually gonna add a little bit of a lavender to it and a little bit of white.
Oh, really?
Because it'll be like, you know, at night in
A
the
cloud
sunset.
at sunset?
The
Mhm, I get where you're going with that.
Yep,
Okay.
Yep.
You brought a guest with you
We
today.
did. We're so
Tell
excited.
us who she is and yeah, what she's
Miss Becky,
doing.
well, I'm a part of AFD, which is the American Institute of Floral Designers, and I've been involved for several years, and I'm also on the foundation as well. And so we give scholarships for people that want to mentor. So at Norwood Day, we're part of that mentoring process. You can apply with the scholarship, and you get to come work with us for a full week.
Okay.
And they cover all your expenses to come be a part of it. So Miss Becky applied. Every time someone comes, I always go, "Are you sure you want to do? Well, why do you want? Why do you want to come play with us?" But anyway, so she's here from Corpus Christi. She drove in last night, and she's going to be here all week because we've got. Not only do we have that going on, we have a lot of other things. We've got our busiest week of the year this coming week, believe it or not, in September.
Uh-oh,
So
Becky, be ready to work.
she-
What is the most
well,
important thing you think Becky needs to learn when she's, being an intern with you?
Well, I learn as much from them as they learn from me when we're doing stuff because we all always, how do you do it? How do you share? It's all about the sharing process.
Okay.
And you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always somebody seeing something a little bit different or gone a little bit different direction with it. So I got a bad hole over here on my part.
Well, this is the thing that I love about being a creative is there literally is no right answer.
There's no right answer.
It's not like math.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to do that either. Anyway, so but yeah, I'm excited to see what she can share with me, and actually watched her. She's competed. She actually just won Texas State Floral Designer, right?
Wow.
Yeah, she did.
Oh,
so
look
that's a
at-
big honor.
Yeah.
And so she competed in a competition that I was a part of in Phoenix.
Okay.
So she's there. So I'm still questioning why are you coming to be with me and spend the week with us? But we're excited to have her. So
Wow.
super excited.
I mean, Chris, you are an absolute delight and a legend, and working with you and Christina is just a
Here,
joy.
let me tell you.
You
So
know.
to do like that, just
Wait,
twist
what's
it
that?
a little bit. Right.
Oh.
Kind of like putting a ring on. Just kind of twist it, put it on.
Okay, yeah.
to weave
So
it
what I'm
through.
trying to do, folks, is I've got the chicken wire, as we're
Yeah.
affectionately calling it,
Yeah.
and it's all crinkled up. And so what Chris is telling me is just
Yeah.
to twist and turn to get it in there
So-
the way I want it.
So when we get these in place, hey, yours looks great on film.
Oh my gosh! I
Look how
mean,
pretty that
does it
was.
look like a cloud? Wait, they're laughing
Yeah.
over there. Donovan, come on now, use your imagination. It's a cloud, I
It's
swear.
a cloud. It's a cloud. Well, the great thing too is that at most of these places like this, The lighting's not going to be extremely great a lot of times. And we're also doing draping from the ceiling with all these illusional clouds, so it'll just be an accent to the table.
Oh, yours looks fantastic.
Well,
okay,
you're
yours
very kind.
definitely I get with, the cloud. All
Hey,
right, one
there's
more.
no right or wrong. Hey, every cloud's different.
What a cool idea.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's remind everybody where you're at, of course, and your special Friday offers.
Oh, absolutely. We're at really at the corner of Mississippi and Cantrell, right beside Edwards Grocery, and between Roy Dudley, who's having a big sale this weekend too, and Edwards. We used to be the old pizza place.
Okay. And last week we had a lot of fun because we were talking about a lot of the gift options that you have. Shopping at Norwood Day, you're not just getting fresh floral arrangements, you're getting incredible gift giving.
And we get something
ideas.
new in every day. We get new giftware in. So anyway, and also Friday, of course, is our buy one, get one free. So all day long, you come in, you buy one flower, you're going to get the second one for free. So anyway, we're super excited.
We love it too, for sure.
We love it too.
Well,
Anyway.
Christopher, I always enjoy your visits. I will look forward to next week. And good luck with the
Absolutely.
event this weekend. Really fantastic.
We're going to make it happen. So
All right.
anyway, we're super excited. Very thankful for the community support that we get. Anyway,
Okay. Well,
Thank
great to see
you.
you. All right. Of course.
all right.
If you'd like to see more beautiful designs from Norwood Day Floral, visit them in person off Cantrell Road or head to norwoodday.com. Now, feeling life's ups and downs even when you're still, you could be experiencing vertigo, a symptom of some underlying problems. We'll discuss vertigo with Dr. Wade coming up next. Stay with us. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Vertigo is a symptom, not a disease itself, characterized by a false sense of spinning or moving even while you're still. Here to discuss this condition and possible underlying problems is UAMS cardiologist Dr. Jean Way. All right, Dr. Way, I've heard people having kind of balance issues. They use a little patch or what have you, but vertigo can mean something serious. You really got to investigate. What's happening?
Yes. So, for example, sometimes you might feel the room spinning, or you're feeling that the floor's moving and you're not. First, you have to check if you've had a margarita or 2 or 3 or 4, and if not, then you have to think about it after a while. So, of course, that's a possibility, but not really. Up to 40% of American adults have had experience with vertigo. So it's not uncommon at all. So what is it and how do we diagnose it? Well, the first thing is you really do feel the room is spinning or the floor is moving and you're really not. And so that right away, it tips off something isn't quite right. Where is the problem? Well, it could be either peripheral or central. What am I talking about? Peripheral is in the middle ear, inside. There's some pretty fancy machinery that is called the semicircular canals. And they are situated in such a way that they're perpendicular to each other so that they can sense vertical, horizontal, and three-dimensional, okay? So how do they sense it? They sense it by the little calcium carbonate crystals that are located in your inner ear. And when your head moves like this or you turn like this or something, the crystals move so you sense it and so you know what direction you're in and how it is. Sometimes these crystals get dislodged a little bit, and so that's why you might feel like it's moving and it's really not. How do you fix it? Well, okay, let's talk about it. There are maneuvers if you go to the doctor that the doctor can help you with. And once they show you how to do it, you could potentially do it at home. But it's still good to get checked out once in a while because it could be other things. Remember I talked about the fact there's peripheral and central causes of vertigo, okay? We talked about peripheral because that's your inner ear. Central is inside this a thick
Skull.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
First of all, let me just say that ear is a really elegant piece of
Isn't it?
anatomy. Did not realize that.
It is incredible.
But now we're going to get to the scary part.
No,
I don't
okay,
like,
so in the brain, you could also have the vertigo, and you could have perfect semicircular canals and the whole apparatus, but you could have had a stroke, or you could have an infection, or you could have a fever. And I know some of us might have felt it when we were febrile. You know, if you have a high fever, sometimes if you try to get out of bed, you see the room kind of spinning. Okay, so that could be it too. So what are you going to do about it, and how do you fix it? Well, I mentioned that there's a maneuver that we can do. There's actually a couple of maneuvers, and it has to do with the fact that, remember I told you there's little crystals in those 3 semicircular canals, and if they get a little bit dislodged, it tells your brain that you're oriented in a different way than you really are. So if we can have you lay down and we move your head to the side, and then we move your head to the other side, sometimes it'll help. But if that's not, we have medications for it. There's several of them, and they can be very helpful too. And sometimes, if your fever effervesces, you don't have a fever anymore, sometimes the vertigo will go away as well. And sometimes there's also surgery, and it's not that often needed. Most of us experience it and it goes away.
Is it ever attributed to your eyesight, vertigo?
Now that's a very good question. If it is extremely rare.
Really?
Yes, but, so I'm going to hasten to add, but it's always good to get your vision checked. Of all the things that we ever evaluate somebody for falling, you know, falls is a major cause of morbidity and mortality. In other words, people really can get hurt. The number 1 most treatable cause or contributor to falls is eyesight. So yes, if you feel that things don't look quite the same, it may not be the major cause of your feeling spinning, but it may prevent you from falling. So if you think things don't look quite the same, or you're a little blurry, it's good to get your vision checked too.
Okay, and I mentioned those patches. Are those helpful at all?
Yes, so they do have patches. They're mostly scopolamine or some other patches that you put on that kind of help you to be stabilized, because it also makes you anxious. So if we can help you to be a little bit not anxious but a little calm, that helps a whole lot too.
Yeah, keeps you on your feet. You know what helps me keep calm? Margarita.
Right, so
Dr. Wade, thank you so much. I appreciate your time, as always.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
As always, Dr. Wei will join us again next week to answer more of our medical questions and concerns. So if you or a friend have anything you're curious about, just send us a message on social media, and we'll make sure to cover it in one of our upcoming segments. Now get ready to eat, sip, and jam. The Downtown Food Truck Festival is taking over downtown this weekend, and up next we've got a sneak peek at the cocktails waiting for you. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. With every day that passes, the Downtown Food Truck Festival gets closer. And all this week, we're showcasing some of the amazing food, fun, drinks, and people you can shop with. And thanks to Rocktown Distillery, festival cocktails will be flowing. Joining us now is Kyle Leyenberger with the Downtown Little Rock Partnership, along with Abby Hines from Rocktown Distillery, to shake up a cocktail and give us a preview of this year's festival. All right, you two. Kyle, great to have you back, honey.
Yeah, it's glad to be back.
Yeah, for sure. Big shout out to Rocktown Distillery for being a prized partner in this year's festival. Tell us a little bit about that partnership.
Yeah, we're very excited. So we've been doing the Downtown Food Truck Festival for 14 years, and you know it's Little Rock's biggest street party of the year. So we've always had a huge party element, but we've never had fresh cocktails before. And so this is the first year we're doing that through the partnership with Rocktown. They're going to be making drinks for us at the festival. It's, you know, it's very exciting, and we can't wait to party with everybody.
So grateful to Rocktown too, because they really are a treasure in our town. What a great business, great marquee spot right on Main Street. Abby, you're a newlywed, huh, girl? All right, congratulations. How are things at Rocktown these days?
Awesome. We are. We've had 2 new vodkas come out in the last few months. We have our blueberry lemon vodka that we're actually going to be using in the food truck festival. And then we have a salted vanilla. We have our anniversary coming up, our 15-year anniversary. That'll be in October. So yeah, we're just excited.
Okay.
I just moved next door, so I get to take the dog on a walk and then stop at Rocktown.
Okay, well, personal testimonial, I've had the blueberry lemonade vodka. I have a t-shirt to actually commemorate the occasion. I am a big fan of this product. What kind of drink are you making today?
We're keeping it pretty simple for the food truck festival. We're doing a blueberry lemonade with our blueberry lemon vodka.
Okay.
So if you wanted to make it at home, it is equal parts lemonade and blueberry lemon vodka. So it's really refreshing. It's really nice for walking around in the heat if it happens to still be hot on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Who says summer has to end? I mean, you know, everybody's pools are still open in their backyard, hopefully. This is a great little poolside drink.
Oh, yeah.
Thinking of my girl, Heather Abed. Okay, so equal parts lemonade and the blueberry lemonade vodka. That blueberry note really, really comes through.
It really does.
Okay, so the festival, Kyle, helps to support, of course, our community and specifically some of the art around town.
That's
Tell us
right.
about that.
That's right. So the Downtown Little Art Partnership, you know, we work to advocate for downtown. We help businesses connect with city government, and we help to kind of make the place clean and safe and fun for everybody to visit. But we also have a public art program, and so all those murals that you see downtown, maybe not all of them, but almost all of them, we at least helped to create, including the mural that's on the side of Rocktown Distillery. So what we do, we take every drink you buy at the Downtown Food Truck Festival, that money goes into a fund for public art, and then we help install murals or other things throughout the year.
Yeah, I mean, folks at home, I don't know if you realize that, but that is really what beautifies our downtown. Those murals are literal works of art, and when people come to visit, I've had several friends come in from out of town. They really marvel at how spectacular those murals are, and Rocktown's in particular. I mean, it is such a statement maker.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to continue our conversation over a blueberry lemonade vodka drink. I'm telling you, that blueberry smell, that fragrance is incredible. Oh, so refreshing. Yeah, that will go down quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Donovan, I'm just having a sip, all right? Settle down over there.
We're also excited. This year we're moving to the 30 Crossing green space, and so while you're sipping that, you can hang out in the shade underneath the bridge. So it's, you know, last year it was on Capitol Avenue. It was a little hot. This year we've moved over to this new place. And we're going to have all kinds of outdoor activities to kind of fill that green space. So imagine, you know, a flagship park in the heart of our city.
Yeah, a fun feature this year too is with Crane Automotive. Touch on that.
Yeah, that's right. So Crane Automotive is our presenting sponsor, and they're going to be doing an electric vehicle showcase. So they're going to have, I think, 12 different electric vehicles from all across different types, and you can come and check those out as well at the festival.
Yeah. Okay, one more feature is the Museum of Discovery.
That's right. So we're right across the street from Museum Discovery, and the goal is eventually with this park that we can, you know, kind of bring community partners in to help program the park. And so they have come in and they're going to have a big activity set up for kids. We're going to have a big kid zone as well, but I think that Museum of Discovery is going to have these giant Lincoln logs that you can use to like build little houses for, you know, while the kids are out there.
Yeah, I mean, really and truly, it is a full day of festivities. And how many food trucks are you thinking will be there?
I think we have 63 food trucks this year. We have 40 arts and crafts vendors, a full day of live music from country to R&B, full bands all day, so it's going to be great.
All right, well, Kyle, thank you for your efforts. Abby, great to meet you. Delicious drink.
Thank you.
Again, mark your calendars and come hungry and thirsty. The Downtown Food Truck Festival is this Sunday, September 21st. For more information, head to downtownlr.com. Now, what kind of argumenter are you? Up next, Charlie Simpson breaks down the 3 primary conflict styles and how to use that knowledge to fight smarter, not more. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.
Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Have you ever heard the 5 love languages? You know how we express love, but what about how we argue? Some couples feel like they're speaking completely different languages when fights happen. Here to give us a fresh take is Charlie Simpson from the Arkansas Relationship Counseling Center, here to help us fight better, not more, by understanding our conflict languages. All right, interesting topic, Charlie.
Yes, you know, when couples come to me, it's always about trying to get through a conflict, whether they're talking about money, intimacy, you know, parenting. But, you know, it's not about the topic. It's always about how we conversate and how do we get through the conversation. And so instead of the 5 love languages, I have the 3 conflict languages. So the first one, we'll jump right on in. We have the expressor. So the expressor is the person that has to be heard. They're going to try to get their point across, and you know, it's not bad. They're just trying to find ways that they can get some type of answer so that they can move on. But they'll kind of bring that energy, hey, we need to continue trying to talk so we can figure it out. And then you have the contemplator. This is the individual that likes to just stay quiet, needs space to process things, in order to be able to figure out how they want to move forward with the conflict. But more importantly, what they're trying to do is just protect themselves from going into a situation that's going to cause the conflict to become worse. And then we have the third one, and this is the collaborator. And this is the person that needs immediate resolution. Like, I need an answer right now. They don't want to deal with the expressor or the energy that they bring or the emotions. They don't want to shut it down like the contemplator. They just want to fix it so that they can get it done and get it right. So those are your 3 different styles. So the question now becomes, which one are you? And I find myself kind of going between the contemplator and the expressor. It just kind of depends on the mood you catch me in.
You know what I appreciate about this conversation, though, is that, you know, when couples are stuck in a conflict, you know, it's very emotional. And of course, you know, at the end of the day, you want to stay together, you want to get it resolved. If you have these definitions to, you know, explain, hey, you know, honey, I'm feeling expressive right now.
Exactly.
I'm trying to get through this conflict. I, you know, want it resolved, what have you, and defining it so that as I am telling you my message, you're receiving it in the way that I'm delivering, which is the point. Yes?
How powerful is that?
So
I mean,
powerful.
how powerful? If I can let my partner know, hey, I'm an expressor. I need to try to get through this. I don't care how many emotions we experience. I want us to stay in there so that we can figure it out. And then you can have, you know, the contemplator say, I just need some space right now. Can we? And you know, that can give them opportunities to not negotiate, but compromise in the moment, to be able to say, hey, I can't hang with you with the emotions right now. Give me about 30 minutes. Let me go process, and I promise we can come back. That is so powerful for a couple to be able to understand those languages so that they can be able to speak each other's language even when they're in the conflict.
Do you know what I consider these? And I'm sure I'm, you know, telling you something you already know, but in, you know, the years of talking to therapists and learning about reading books and things, these are tools that a therapist teaches you to use in your life as a skill set to apply in all different areas of your life. So if you review the segment again and really just look at how Charlie broke down those 3 different things, really identify, you know, maybe where, you know, you tend to lean, but, you know, don't throw out the other 2 because often they may show up. But using these tools the next time you're in a conflict to say, honey, you know what I just learned? I'm an expressor. This means that when we're in this situation, this is why I'm behaving. And
even take a picture of the 3. You know, rewind it, take a picture. I find myself taking a lot of screenshots of TV. But if you can take a picture of it and then be able to have a conversation with your partner, even before the conflict, so that you can have that education. And just like you said, it's a skill set. Just like any job, you have to have the skills to be able to do the job well. And the same happens with relationships. Which one am I, and which language does my partner communicate, and how can we find ways to compromise and meet in the middle?
Yeah, again, these tools really help you navigate through some of these tough times, and a lot of times when you're in conflict, it's emotional.
Right.
And so all of a sudden, you're making mistakes based on emotion. I take that emotion out, put the logic and the facts in, and all of a sudden, you know, you can get somewhere.
You're slowing it down, you're getting on the same page, and more importantly, you're not miscommunicating or speaking the wrong language, conflict language in the moment. And if you're able to utilize that in these moments, you'll find yourself slowing those conflicts down and finding ways to get through them.
Yeah, again, I go back to, you know, meeting a counselor like yourself. You teach us tools that we otherwise didn't even know were available to us. Simple and easy to use. I think everybody can identify with them. And again, it just, you know, gets everybody back on the same page.
There
I
you
love
go.
it so
There
much.
you go. Practice it at home.
That's it. Well, Charlie, great to see you.
Good being
Appreciate
here.
you. To learn more about your conflict language or to speak with a professional about working with your partner's conflict language, just contact Charlie and his team of licensed therapists at the Arkansas Relationship Counseling Center by simply scanning the QR code on your screen or by visiting arkansasrelationshipcenter.com. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Thank you all so much for joining us today. We will see you all again next time with love. Mwah.
Thank you for watching Arkansas Style with Nicole Neiman. Furniture provided by Hank's Fine Furniture. Fresh flowers provided by Norwood Day Floral Company.